What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, gangsta? What up, blood? What up, cuz? What up, blood? What up, gangsta? We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play around. We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play around. They say I walk around like I got an S on my chest. I got a semi-auto, and I forgot the rest. What's going on, everybody? This is Zone on Zone 864 TV. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. How y'all doing tonight? It's popping. Yeah, man. A little bit of housekeeping as we get into this conversation right quick. You guys entering the room, do me one big favor. Hit that like button. And if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And when you hit subscribe, hit that all button. So that way when I go live, um, you'll get the notifications. Now I'm at the stoplight, right? And right now I'm on the Arizona State University campus grounds. And this shorty just walked by and she had on a sweater and some shorts, but the shorts is so short that it's just the sweater covering up everything. And you know, sometimes when when a person be looking at you and you can feel the energy, you can feel their eyes on you. Um, yeah, she felt my eyes on her because she knows she had no damn business walking across the street with them legs out like that. I like women, okay? And I'm not afraid to show it. So shit, ladies, you got them legs out, got that chest out. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm looking. And I'm not hiding it either. Because I like women. I love women. Shit. Motherfuckers be scared to look at a woman nowadays because they scared that she might say something to them. So what? What if so what if she say something to you? So what? You want her to say something to you. If she say something to you, that's good. Scared of no woman saying asking me what I'm looking at. I'm looking at you. What you mean? What you mean? I'm looking at you. Dig what I'm saying? But make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Um, Obviously, I'm driving right now, so I can't really look in the comments like that. But yeah, man, I love women. If I see a sexy woman, or if I see some legs that I like, or if I see a booty that I like, you know what I'm saying? Or if I just see a nice looking woman, shit, I'ma look. And you might feel the energy from me looking. You're supposed to feel that energy. Shit, and I wish you would try to call me out for looking at you. Because I'm going to just sit there and keep looking. You know what I'm saying? And if you talk to me, I'll talk back. Shit, I ain't like these. I'm a young man, but I ain't like these young dudes out here scared to talk to women, scared to be called out by women. I want to be called out. She walking across the street with them damn legs out like that. And she looking at me through the windshield. Yeah, yes, I'm looking. But yeah, man. I ain't gonna be on here too long. I'm on the way back to the I'm on the way back to my spot, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a creature of the night, you know. So I'll be out and about sometimes late, you know, doing what I do, networking shit like that. Um, but yeah, man, y'all see the title. Oh, and before I get into all of that, you guys want to link up and stuff like that, or you know what I'm saying, also help your boy out. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Zone864TV. Again, that's Instagram and Twitter, Zone864TV. You can also find me there as well. So y'all see the title, you know what I'm saying? It's no secret. It's no secret. The cat's out the bag. Kevin Samuels has allegedly passed away, and I say allegedly because it's so many reports, but we haven't really seen any major news outlets come out and say anything. I mean, I saw, well, Black Enterprise has something, News One has something, but we ain't seen like Fox News Atlanta. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know, but we ain't really seen no mainstream news like that on Kevin Samuels. And I've been sitting back, listening and watching all day, listening to all these YouTubers and content creators give their spiel and say their piece on Kevin Samuels. And I also been seeing a bunch of fuckery and buffoonery and clowning around out here by a bunch of, in my opinion, simp soft ass niggas and bitter black women. That's right, I said it. Bitter black women that ain't got no home training, black women that's gonna get a dog and die alone. That's right, I said it. Black women, not all. Listen to what I'm saying. Black women that's gonna get old, get a dog, and die alone. If you want to know where I stand with Kevin Samuels, um, nobody's perfect. I know his sexuality, it has been in question by a lot of people, but I don't give a fuck about that shit. And I know, some of the people that I'm cool with, some of the people that I'm cool with, they like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro gone too soon. And some of the people that I'm cool with is like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't nobody to me. So fuck it. So like half the people that I know is you know what I'm saying, a little bit sad that he gone, and the other half of people that I know, mostly older people over 40, most of them like, hey, niggas die every day, which is a true fact. You feel me? But if you want to know where I stand with about Kevin Samuels, this is how I feel about Kevin Samuels, man. First off, RIP. I don't even know if I said that, but RIP, to Kevin Samuels. And the way that I feel about Kevin Samuels is he was sent here to do the Lord's work. He was sent here to do the Lord's work, and he went out with a bang. Now, I saw an article recently on Black Enterprise. This is alleged information. This is unconfirmed information that Kevin Samuels actually, what caused his heart attack or his cardiac arrest was the fact that he was doing the booger sugar and it was laced with fentanyl. That's what the news article says in Black Enterprise. You don't believe me? Go look it up yourself. You got hands. I know it's late at night. Stop touching yourself and go and take them hands and Google it. Google the information yourself. Black Enterprise, Kevin Samuels, and it will come up and you'll be able to read the article. And in the article, it does say that it comes from unconfirmed sources, but Black Enterprise is somewhat of a reputable business and news source when it comes to celebrities, businesses, all of that kind of stuff. So hey, um, you know, and then for Kevin Samuels to be how they in these news articles. I keep saying that they're saying that Kevin is 56 years old, and Kevin is not 56 years old from what I can recall. When I would catch some of his live streams, uh, he would come on and Kevin was what, like 52 or 53. He couldn't have been any older than 54. This I know because he would say his age on some of his live streams quite frequently. Um, yeah, so I think they got his age wrong. Either they got his age wrong or Kevin is lying about his age. But then, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? I don't know. Um, what else did I want to say about Kevin Samuels, man? You know, I want to harp on who I'm calling bitter black women. Um, just because Kevin Samuels is allegedly passed away, that ain't gonna change. That's not gonna change the predicament that y'all in. You're out here single, no man, can't get a man. You don't want to be feminine. You don't want to lose weight. You refuse to listen to any kind of good piece of decent information. You know, and the reason that he had to take the tone that he did is because you know a lot of you unfortunately did not come up in a two-parent household, and if you did come up in a two-parent household, your dad was not on you the way that he should be on you, uh, so that when you get out here in this world as a woman, uh, you have some kind of guidance and you can get out here and be successful and be a wife and bear children and have a successful marriage and be a part of a nuclear family. That was his main um, that was his main spiel, his main talking point. You know, nuclear families and nuclear families, unfortunately, is something today that we don't really have, especially in the black community, um, because the value of family has tremendously dropped. So, anybody that challenges what he was saying as far as families, the nuclear family, raising kids in a two parent household, I don't see how personally anybody can have a problem with that. You know, unless you just a bitter ass person who has some kind of vitriol towards authority. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't agree with everything that Kevin Samuels has done. Like, for instance, um, you don't become a well-known YouTuber and content creator without the help and the support and previous research from others. One thing that I did not like about Kevin Samuels is Kevin Samuels actually took a lot of material and a lot of concepts and talked about it on his live streams. And when he would do that, he would not give credit to the people that he got those ideas from. He would try to talk about it like he came up with it himself. And I don't know about you guys, but I know myself as a, you know, as a creative person, as a content creator, as somebody that that understands the value of my labor and understands the value of ideas and concepts. Um, I know that if I put something out into the atmosphere and maybe it doesn't get the traction that I want it to have, But then you have somebody else that is knowledgeable of the research and the information that I put out into the atmosphere, and they study it, and then they come along and they're able to interpret it very well, but they don't give me credit. I'm gonna have a fucking problem with that, because you didn't do the research, you didn't think of the idea, and you know, and when it comes, and let's be very clear, let's be very clear. A lot of the content that Kevin Samuels created came from other black men. As far as I know, because I've listened and I've watched quite a bit of his content. Now, if it's white men, then he wouldn't be doing all that. He would be getting sued and he would have lawsuits of the ass. But because it's black men, and you probably think that this black man that you stole these talking points from, that you got these ideas from, that you got, kind of your flow from, you think that he's not knowledgeable enough to know how to use the law to get you in trouble. So you take his information and you put it out there like you came up with it. And that's one of the things that I did not like about Kevin Samuels, is the fact that he doesn't give credit where credit is due. And I also don't like the fact that Kevin, in my personal opinion, never gave enough credit for the people that helped him get to where he is. And that's very important, and when you're a greedy person like that, and you come into fucked up times, ain't nobody gonna want to fuck with you, because you a grimy ass nigga, and you don't give credit, and you're not humble. Okay, so I'm saying all this because I don't want people that's gonna see the live or see this video on playback. I'm saying all this because I don't want people to think that, I'm just a huge Kevin Samuels fan. I respect the man. I respect what he did. And what he did, I don't think it can be, in the manner of which he did it, I don't think it'll be able to be duplicated. And, him being gone, if he is gone, is not going to change the fact that women are going to get old, and unfortunately they're going to have to get a dog and die alone. So I believe that Kevin did the Lord's work when he was here. These women needed to hear his message, and I'm glad that he was not apologetic about his message. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the live, I know that some people question his sexuality, but let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Did y'all know that Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a gay man? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was a gay man who played a straight father raising kids in the luxury hills of Bel-Air in California? This was a gay man who played a straight man on TV, who played the role of a straight man in a nuclear family. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know Uncle Phil was gay? Because I damn sure didn't know Uncle Phil was gay until a few months ago. Right. Sherman Helmsley, I think that's his name, that played on the Jeffersons, George Jefferson. Did y'all know he was gay? Because I sure as hell didn't know he was gay until after he died. And the reason that I'm saying all that is because um, people act like this gay shit is new. You know, gay people, bisexual people, uh, whatever other alphabets that's out there have always played a part in our daily lives, whether we have realized it or not, whether they have came out the closet or not. How many times you went to a grocery store and somebody put your groceries in a bag? You don't know if that person is straight or not. How many times you went to a restaurant, sat down, a waiter comes and asks you what to drink, and then later after they bring your drinks, then they ask you what you want to eat. You don't know if that waiter or waitress is straight or not. How many of us grew up in the church? Let me take a sip of water on this one. Hold on. Let me take a sip of water on this one. How many of y'all grew up in the church like me? Singing in the choir and shit like me? Playing in the church band and shit like me? Huh? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Preacher man be up there preaching a good message. Got a wife and kids and everything, huh? Preacher be out here doing work in the community. You know what I'm saying? But then behind closed doors, over here sucking on other men and stuff and kissing on other men. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I don't be, I don't be tripping on that gay shit too much, because we really don't know what people be doing behind closed doors when we're not around. You will never really fully know the truth 100% about anybody in this lifetime, because you never know what be going down behind closed doors. You see, so you know the rumors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care too much about those rumors, because I feel like the work that he did when he was here, that's if he hasn't indeed truly passed away, is bigger than his sexuality to me. You get what I'm saying? So, y'all, man, when I heard the news, I couldn't believe the shit. And still kind of can't believe the shit, because, you know, Kevin usually go live every night or every other night, you know. That's one thing I can definitely say about him is, for him to be as seasoned as he was, at age 53, 54, however old he was, for him to be that old, or that age, I should say, because 50, 53, 54, that's still relatively young. For him to be the age that he was, and for him to put in the work like he did, is actually inspiring. You know, people like me, you know what I'm saying? I only go live every once in a while, but that's because I actually have a real life. I actually have things that I do in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a daughter, a young daughter that's 13. You know, um, I have other things that I need to do outside of this little camera screen here to make my life work. So Unfortunately, I can't sit around all day on YouTube and make content and videos and talk shit about people and that whole shebang bang. You know, I can't do that right now because I got responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on the grind for real, for real. That's why I'm talking to y'all from the road because I'm on the grind for real, for real. I'm out here for real, for real. And I'm out here making it do what it do. I always been like that. I always been a hustler. I always found a way to get it. You feel me? I always do what need to be done. You feel me? Um, you know, but the downside about that though is that even though Kevin put in a lot of work to get to where he was, the downside about that, if y'all ever go and y'all go back and you look at Kevin lives, look at his eyes. Kevin always had these droopy eyes. He always had these tired eyes. He always had like a tired looking face. And you know, and Kevin has admitted before that he has had cancer in the past. And I guess he was able to beat it or whatever. But anytime you have cancer, you know, it weakens the body, it weakens your heart, it weakens your immune system. So you can't really you can't really get over a cold or get over a sickness the way that a person who doesn't have an autoimmune disease or who's never had cancer could. It's going to take you a little bit longer to get better. And some environments you can't even go in after you have, cancer, or if you have certain ailments and things of this nature. So, health wise, Kevin has already been through it, and he's been very candid and open about that. Um, Another thing, too, which I've also heard people say, is people have noticed that Kevin drinks a lot of Red Bulls. Um, hey, I myself, I drink Red Bulls. However, I'm a much younger man. I'm 33. Kevin is was 53, I believe, right? So, and I've heard people say that they've seen Kevin drink 2 or 3 Red Bulls in a live stream before. This is what I heard them say. And typically, when you get older, what you want to do is when you get that age, you're supposed to be on autopilot. You know what I'm saying? My dad will be 50 this year. My dad will be 50 this year, and he's been at the same job over 20 years, I believe. And you know, one thing about my dad is he makes sure that he gets his rest. He watches his stress level. He puts in the work, but he definitely takes it easy. So I'm saying all that to say that the older you get, the easier your life is supposed to become. And Kevin, doing all these damn live streams and traveling here, traveling there. Not to mention, we're just coming out of a pandemic, uh, you know, and this is a man who's had serious previous health problems. Um, at the rate that he was doing things, I think that in my personal opinion, I know that he loved to work, and I know that he loves the hustle, but you know that somebody my age, like he was displaying, he was putting out the volume of work that somebody my age, I'm 33, is would be putting out. You know, that's one of the key. My grandfather, God willing, will be 98 this year, I think. Either 98 or 99, I'm not sure. But you don't get to be 98 or 99 without taking care of your body, without getting the proper rest, without managing your stress, you know, without staying away from negativity and negative people. You know, you all of those things that I just named are keys to living a long, prosperous, happy life. You know, so for all you young cats out there, you know, even myself, again, it's 1:10 a.m. in the morning. I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Arizona. So it's a little after 4 a.m. on the East Coast. Even myself, you know, I'm out late. I know that I have to watch my sleep schedule. I mean, to tell y'all the truth, I shouldn't even be up right now. I should be laying my ass down, you know. Um, but you know, my body's a little bit younger than Kevin. You know, my body can handle lack of rest better than a 53 or 54-year-old man's body can. You know, um, so I'm saying all that to say this, man. Take care of yourselves. Okay, take care of yourselves, and you know, stay away from stressful people, stressful situations. Live your life because tomorrow is not promised. And I'm gonna go ahead and say it too, man. Um, like I said earlier in the broadcast, I've been seeing a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, a lot of busters out there speaking negatively and speaking down on the man. You know, this is somebody who has a mother, from what I understand, who's still living, and somebody that has a daughter as well. You know, I'm not sure if he was a grandfather or not, but um, you know, I'm a man of decency, and I'm a man of ethics, and um, I would never. I'm not into disrespecting the deceased. If he is deceased, and I'm not into, you know, um, talking bad about people that pass away unless they really deserve it. You get what I'm saying? You would have to be really be the scum of the earth for me to talk about you after you pass away. You know what I'm saying? You really would. But I try to show respect. You know, I try to be a decent man. I try to be an example when I can. And man, I done seen a lot of, especially on Twitter, man, I done seen a lot of ugly shit. Um, you know, said about Kevin. And I get that there's a lot of people out there that didn't like him. And I'm not taking up for him. I'm not defending him. You know, he said what he said. Um, I even heard, I was listening to a podcast on YouTube earlier, and it was a dude that called into the show that I was listening to, and the dude said that he didn't rock with Kevin Samuels because all he felt like all Kevin Samuels did was tear down black women and destroy black women. Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth about all those women that called into Kevin Samuels' show to try to challenge what he said or to try to give him a piece of their mind. All of those women that went on his show and that wanted to argue him down and try to prove their point, all of those women that went on that show, they were already broken and destroyed before they even talked to Kevin Samuels. Anybody that was watching Kevin Samuels' show know how it go. You know that he was going to tell you to get a dog and die alone. You know how it go. You just wanted to sit there and you wanted to. A lot of those women just wanted to be on the show. because they like being fussed at. They like being told that they're fat. They like being told that they need to lose weight. They like being told that they're gonna have to buy a dog and die alone. They like getting into arguments with men and shit like that. That's what they like to do. So Kevin didn't destroy uh, or do anything to those women. Those women were already broken and battered before they even called in to Kevin. Because ain't no woman in her right mind that knows her value and her worth, and that knows that she can get men, and that knows that she's a wife. Ain't no woman in her ain't no woman in her right mind calling into that show. What for? I don't need to call into no me personally. I don't need to call into no show and ask for no advice because I know I have a pretty good direction about myself. I know what I'm doing. I don't need nobody unless I'm talking to somebody that's real close to me that know me personally, that's able to give me some insight about me because they know me and they know my history and they know my past and they know my ambitions and they know some of the most inner personal things about me. I'm not about to call into no show and and debate a motherfucker over what I think he or she is wrong about. What I'm gonna do that for? Unless I'm willing to uh, go through what you go through when you know what a person do. Them women know how Kevin was. That's why they called in, because they like to be talked to like that. Kevin ain't destroy or break down none of the women. They was already broken and battered when they called into the show. You feel me? And that's one thing. That's one thing that people really need to stop doing these days is having that victim mentality. Shit, you a grown ass woman over here trying to blame somebody else for your problems of being single or not having a family. Bottom line, if real talk, real talk, any woman that get a man and she gives that man problems, she's not listening to that man. This is not dating advice. This is real shit what I'm saying. This is common fucking sense what I'm saying. Any woman that is able to pull a man and she just giving that man problems and barking on him and trying to go through his phone and shit looking for a problem, she's going to get a fucking problem. The same way that if a man is able to get a woman, if that man ain't producing, if that man ain't making money, if that man ain't got no business about himself, then he ain't gonna be able to keep her. Cause don't no woman want to be with a bum ass dude. It's common fucking sense. It's common fucking sense, man. We are living in a world today where common sense is not common anymore. And a lot of people want to play victim. And a lot of people don't want to live in reality. Get what I'm saying? It's sickening to me to see the amount of happiness that some of these people, majority of women, are having off of a person's death. That's sick to me, you know. And I get that, it's a time and place for bullshit and all that shit, man. But that the way that some of these people are acting is the reason that Kevin Samuels was the way that he was, and is the reason he talked about what he talked about. Because there's definitely a bunch of nigga ass shit that's going on out here, especially between black women and black men. Now, Again, Kevin may not be here physically, but I'll tell you what, he definitely started something. Not started something. He definitely shed some light on, you know, some problems when it comes to relationships between black women and black men. Y'all can't sit up here and tell me you go through all of his live shit. You can't tell me that he didn't sit up there and make some valid points when it comes to relationships between black women and black men. So again, man, RP Kevin Samuels. I know a lot of people don't like him, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not saying I like him. I'm not saying I dislike him. I'm just saying that I respect his work and I respect his grind, his hustle, you know, and his ability to get out there and get shit done, man. You know, despite all of the other flaws and shit, because ain't none of us perfect. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off this damn live, man. It's getting late. I'm gonna get in here and lay my ass down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna chop it up with y'all again soon. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Thank y'all for watching Zone 864 TV. Peace.